Good afternoon, this is Swarajya Conversations. I'm Rishabh Rekde for Swarajya Magazine. With me is someone who needs very little introduction. He's a tech entrepreneur and an investor extraordinaire. Some call him the Michael Bloomberg of India. He's the Guardian MP of the Rajya Sabha for the state of Karnataka, Mr. Rajiv Chandrasekhar. Welcome, Mr. Chandrasekhar.
Thank you.
Thank you for talking to us. Recently, members allegedly of the CPIM youth wing vandalized a resort in Kumarakom, Kerala, where you have commercial interests. According to them, the resort was encroaching on government land. But incidentally, AsiaNet News, another entity that you have commercial interests in, exposed the encroachment of land by who is now the now former Kerala Transport Minister, Thomas Chandy. Does it disappoint you that despite being a progressive state that wants to become the tourism powerhouse of the country, the communist cadre indulged in such brazen violation of right to property and right to private business?
No, I mean, it doesn't surprise me, but it obviously should disappoint everybody that an elected government in a democracy like ours, instead of resorting to use of law when there are disputes between business and the government, unleashes hooliganism and violence. And it is even more disappointing because Kerala is a state that traditionally has lagged behind most other states in terms of creating employment opportunities and investment because of its long track record of Marxist violence. And that is why you see so many people, youngsters, having to go out to the Middle East and work in very, very trying conditions. So I think it is not so much disappointment as a kind of a sense of disgust that even in this day and age in 2017, the left politics still depends on this very failed, outdated Stalinist narrative of violence and intimidation. It may have worked for them in the past. Unfortunately, in this case, it will not. And to me, it signals that they are deeply worried and deeply concerned, and the ground is slipping from under their feet. And in the absence of any other response, they resort to violence.
So, how would you judge the state of entrepreneurship in Kerala?
I think the problem is that I think ever since the government of the left was elected in May 2016, on the back of a wave of revulsion against the outgoing Congress government's corruption, Kerala has pretty much kissed goodbye to investments and entrepreneurship for 5 years. So till the left government goes off, or till the left government changes its way of approaching the economy, private investment and entrepreneurship is unfortunately not going to be visible in Kerala. And the proof of that is quite obvious. You see that almost 20 months after the government has taken over, the left government has taken over, there is not one dime of private capital that has come in, not one private job that has been created that was not already there. And that doesn't bode well for an economy and a state that has 100% literacy and a demographic of eager young Malayalis looking for a better standard of living and opportunities in life.